Okay, they were clustering on that post. I took this swarm trap that I made and set it over next to it. It's a little larger than a lot of people say to do, but they took to it. They crawled right in there. They're no longer swarming as much on that post. They went straight into that swarm trap, and they're all over it. They're going in and out the front. There's another hole in the back. There's 4 or 5 frames of, actually no, there's 3 or 4 frames of drawn comb. And then there's, I think there's three frames of drawn comb, or maybe 4, and then there's 2 or 3 frames of just empty frames, no nothing on them. So they have plenty of space. And then from the size of the frames, which are the deep frames, they have probably 6 inches at the bottom of just total open. So we'll leave it like that until Uncle comes back to check on the bees and stuff, and I'll tell him come get these and put them in his, so he'll have another swarm, because that looks like a swarm. That's not just bees that came back over here from the swarm that I just caught. I'm pretty sure, because there's a lot of bees over in that one. They weren't huge, but they're still buzzing around over here, and they were fanning, so I really don't think that they came from these bees. I think these bees are perfectly fine. As you can see, they're kind of coming out, crawling around on the front, almost bearding up, not quite bearding up, but they're in and out. And I've noticed they were doing their orientation flight, and they're coming in and they're going out, getting nectar and pollen and stuff from the orange trees. They're blooming across the street, and the other citrus are blooming too. But these orange trees across the street are tangos, and they've been blooming since, I want to say November, December they started blooming. And it wasn't a heavy bloom. It was just, every tree had, 20, 30 blooms per tree, and then they would fall off and new blooms would pop out. It's been constant bloom since around November, December, or maybe even a little earlier than that. And then they started really blooming, not as heavy, but the first to middle part of March, they started blooming again, and now we're into April, and they're still blooming. And my trees, you can see this is a lemon tree, and it's got some blooms on them, but a lot of them dropped off already. Myers lemon right here, which you can't hardly see because of the weeds, but it's got blooms. My Beers lime tree, it's got tons of blooms. And then my Washington navel tree, it's got tons of blooms on it. So just in my yard, there's quite a bit for them to eat, but we're surrounded by citrus there, all the way down the road there. They still have a few trees left over there. All that back behind us is citrus. All on the north side over there is citrus. There's citrus everywhere. So, and now these bees, you can't really see them very much. They come in and out, but they're not just buzzing around like you would actually think. But this is a nuke that is put into a bigger deal, and then I moved them this morning. So they're probably just getting situated. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.